show me how you do that trick. The one that makes me scream, she says. The one that makes me laugh, she says. And threw her arms around my neck. And show me how you do it. And I promise you, I promise I'll run away with you. I'll run away with you. Hi, dreamers. It's good to be here with you on this Sunday night, Monday morning for some of you. Episode 57. Spinning on a dizzy edge, I kissed her face and kissed her head, and thought of all the different ways I had to make her glow. Oh, why are you so far away? She said, why won't you ever know that I'm in love with you? Oh, I'm in love with you. You, soft and only you, lost and lonely you, strange as angels dancing in the deepest ocean, twisting in the water. You're just like a dream. You're just like a dream. Just like a dream. Hi, Thomas and Lester, saying hello to their fellow dreamers. Saying hello to Tyler. Hi, Jose Campos. You always find me in the attention for your culture, your delicacy, and your respect for your work and your audience. And that's why every moment of my life, I fall in love with you. Jose. Wow, thank you. With this song and your words, I think we're starting off the show with an incredibly romantic start. Daylight whipped me into shape. I must have been asleep for days, and moving lips to breathe her name. I opened up my eyes and found myself alone, alone above a raging sea that stole the only girl I loved and drowned her deep inside of me. You, soft and only you, lost and lonely you, just like heaven. Hi, I'm Kat Edmonson. That's me. I was on a 40-city tour celebrating the release of my new record, Dreamers Do, when the pandemic struck. Tour was cut short, so now I'm performing from my living room every Sunday night, singing my songs and your requests. It's the Kat Edmonson Show. Welcome, dreamers. It's so good to see you. So good to see you online. That song was written by the band The Cure, and accompanying me on that tune was Al Street. Let's go right into this next tune. This is one that I wrote. And it's on my album, The Big Picture. Gonna sail away on a big jet plane. Gonna take her right to the other side where no one knows my name. Sunday in the park, he had me seeing sparks. Now it's up in the air, see if I still care when I get back to New York. Evian, I want to run across the sea and around the sun. Something else for me that no one else can see. That I can't wait anymore. What is all this for if I don't feel free? Evian, I want to run across the sea and around the sun. Haven't seen the sun in so very long. It's been raining every day. When you look for me, baby, I'll be gone. I'll be far away. Hi, David Kress. Hi, Michael Tobin. Hi, Alana Dudastic. Hi, Tacey Hugh, Sandy DeStefano, Leslie and Carl. Gonna sail away on a big jet plane. Gonna take her right to the other side when no one knows my name. Evian, I want to run across the sea and around the sun. Evian, oh, I want to run across the sea and around the sun. John William Brandkamp says, I find myself dreaming about New York City all the time now, and you don't make it easier. Someday I'll return to my beloved hometown. Oh, cool, John William Brandkamp. I didn't know that you were from New York City, but that's a wonderful place to be from. There's a whole lot that you gain from living in the city, I think, that can't always be explained or translated to those who haven't lived there. Am I right? Everybody, you can purchase your ticket tonight by going online to cat.live. It's not cat.live.com or anything else. It's simply cat.live. And that's where you can find the link to purchase your ticket for the show. And your ticket, your contribution, which is pay what you will, goes toward making this show possible. We're here tonight because you donated, and we thank you. Hi, Brian T. Hi, Toledo TD. Colin Lewis is watching from Liverpool. Oh, who else do we have on here? Chris Green says hello to all of the dreamers. Hi, Chris. Kevin Walter. Lise Kunkel. Hi. Thanks for tuning in. So many wonderful names here online tonight. Michael Tobin is also watching from England. Adam Weiner. Or Weiner. I don't know how you pronounce it, Adam. Tammy Hoffman. Rich Pedersen. Tom Bauer. Paul McDonald, watching from Australia this morning. This morning where you are. Hi, Charlotte McCarthy. Hi to George, who I hope is tuned in. Hi, Di. Hi, I'm so glad that you're back in the Dreamers Lounge. I like that. Yes, George McCarthy is tuned in. Hi, Randall Stewart. Hi, Miguel Miranda. Michael Wolf, Kimberly McCollum, Bob Ponnell. Thank you all for tuning in tonight. Hi, Rich Williams. Well, I thought that Avion would be a good one to do because of that lyric. Haven't seen the sun in so very long. It's been raining every day. Because here in New York State, it has been raining every day. And it rained all day today. In fact, there was a storm earlier in the week that was just spectacular. I mean, I'm a gal from Texas, as you know, and I'm quite used to thunderstorms. I see thunder and lightning all the time, and you know, we get these torrential rains down there, lots of flooding quite often. But the other night, we awoke to just the most phenomenal lightning. I've never seen such quick consecutive lightning before. I mean, there was barely a second between each strike of lightning, and Aaron and I just watched it like a show outside the window. Of course, it was the middle of the night, so we were really tired and trying to process what was happening. Hi, Greg Sater. Good evening. Requesting Love Fool tonight. Greg, I still don't have accompaniment to that one, and I got to get on that. But it's not a great tune to do without accompaniment, so we're going to leave that one alone. But I have a song, another song about rain that I want to do, okay? And B.J. Thomas made this one famous. And it was in the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Now you've probably guessed the one I'm going to do. So I hope you're going to sing along with me to this one. Burt Bacharach wrote this with Hal David. And I got to meet Burt Bacharach once. I think I told you that story recently. We were working in the same studio. And just to meet him and talk to him and hang out with him was such a thrill because I've been a fan for so long. Anyway, this song was #1 on the charts in the United States. It came out in 1969 for the film Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid with Robert Redford and Paul Newman. This is Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head. And Al Street is on guitar. Raindrops are falling on my head. And just like the guy whose feet are too big for his bed, nothing seems to fit. Those raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. So I just did me some talking to the sun. And I said I didn't like the way he got things done. Sleeping on the job, no. Raindrops are falling on my head, they keep falling. But there's one thing I know, the blues they send to meet me won't defeat me. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, no. Raindrops keep falling on my head, they keep falling. Because I'm free, nothing's worrying me. Got the words wrong there. I bet you got them right, though. It won't be long till happiness steps up to greet me. Raindrops keep falling on my head, but that doesn't mean my eyes will soon be turning red. Crying's not for me, 'cause I'm never gonna stop the rain by complaining. Because I'm free, yeah, nothing's worrying me. Ba-da-da-da-da. great ending. Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ya, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ya, ba-da-dum. Ba-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-dum. Ba-ba-dee, ba-ba-ya, ba-ba-dum. BJ was such a great vocalist, John William Brandcamp. Hi, Stephen Rosenberg. Stephen says, not many beach days, Kat, but you make things sunny. And yes, I know that sounds corny. Well, corny is okay here, Stephen. Hi, Gary Elborn. They've had rain every day for a month here in Baton Rouge. That's what he says. A month in Baton Rouge. My goodness. Well, the sun's bound to come out at some point. Erica Optenberg Grasshoff says, hello to everyone. She's in the Netherlands. A small stamp, she says, but we make it great again with a little help from my friends and amigos. Now, if I had accompaniment to it, I would sing, I've a little help from my friends. Whoa, 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 whoa. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ear and I'll sing you a song. I'll just try not to sing out of key. I'm thinking of Joe Cocker. I've a little help from my friends. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I've a little help from my friends. Woo. I've a little help from my friends. Whoa, woo. Toledo TD insists that everyone would stay and listen, even if I sang out of tune. Did Ringo write that one? David Kress says Ringo. Well, he sang it, didn't he? What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. Ooh, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Did he write it? Could it be anybody? Yeah, I need somebody to love. What's that, Aaron? It's sung by him, for sure. Yeah, John Lennon and Paul wrote it for Ringo, says Rich Williams, and we're just reading about that now, too. Would you dedicate a song to the late, great Byron Berlin? We Okies are so proud of him. Well, this is why I love hanging out with y'all, because you all know so many wonderful things. And I didn't realize that he had passed away. A wonderful American fiddler. And what song would I dedicate to him? Does anyone have any suggestions or recommendations? Gosh, y'all, he played with so many musicians. He played with the Rolling Stones, Bob Dylan, Elton John, the Byrds, Willie Nelson, John Denver, the band, the Eagles, Tammy Wynette, Mary Chapin Carpenter. I was just thinking of her today. The Doobie Brothers. Oh, he played with so many. Well, what could we do? We've got a Willie Nelson tune handy. Let's do Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, and we'll stick with our rain theme for now. Thanks for bringing that to our attention. This, again, is Al Street. He's just so talented. the twilight now I see blue eyes crying in the rain. When we kissed and then we parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, only memories remain. Through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. So beautiful, Owl Street. Someday when we meet up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again in the land that knows no parting. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Written by Fred Rose and done beautifully by Willie Nelson and also by Elvis Presley, among others. Thank you for bringing his passing to our attention. And that one was for the late, great Byron Berlin. If anyone else recommends a tune, let's see. Leslie Krause recommends I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. That's a really good one. I don't think I can do it off the bat. I'm going to make a note of that one, okay? Leslie and Carl. Mr. Brandcamp says, please don't leave out Singing in the Rain. One of my favorite musicals of all time. I know I wanted to sing and dance when I saw it as a child. You too? I mean, that was one of my big motivators for going into the biz. Being all of 5 years old, staring into that television, watching Gene Kelly underneath the rain when he pulls up his collar and he brings down his umbrella and just smiles up. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling. I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stormy clouds chase everyone from the place. Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face. Oh, I walk through the rain with a happy refrain, just singing, singing in the rain. Do, do, I am dancing and singing in the rain. Do, 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 do. And if you've ever seen my music video, Sparkle and Shine, I pay homage to Gene Kelly and that scene when he's sort of chased out of the area by a cop. We have a cop, a friend who played a cop in my music video, who rather does the same thing while I'm dancing around in the park, in Bryant Park, in New York City. If you haven't seen it, please go watch it. It's on my YouTube channel. And go ahead and like it and subscribe it too. Hi, Citizen Debs. Great to see you. Hi, Scott Brandon. Tacey Heald was asking, was that a folk song or acoustic? I don't know which one you're asking about. If you're asking about Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, I rather think it's a country and western tune. And it was acoustic. Do, 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 do. So when Gene Kelly sang that in that film, that was made in the 1950s, but it was about the 1930s. And we've discussed this before, but much of the music was made prior to the film. It was not written for the film. In fact, I wonder if that's the case for all of the music. I don't think so. I think there are a couple new songs in the film. Anyway, the reason why Gene Kelly was singing and dancing and laughing and singing was because he had just met Debbie Reynolds. What was Debbie Reynolds' character's name? Kathy in the film. And he was so smitten with her. He had seen her before, and he was taken with her. But then he lost her. He couldn't find her, and he found her again. And they had the most wonderful evening, and thus he began dancing in the rain. But upon their reuniting, he sees her jump out of the cake and sing this next song, written by Nacio Herb Brown and Arthur Freed in 1934. And Nacio Herb Brown and Arthur Freed are the ones that wrote the majority of the music from the film. This is All I Do Is Dream of You, recorded on my album Dreamers Do. All I do, the whole day. Oh, let's start that over. And can you turn it up just a little bit? Kathy Selden is her name. Thank you, Di Kosaba. Kathy Selden, where have you been? Oh, I've been in this cake, right here. Just a little bit higher, louder. All I do the whole night through is dream of you. With the dawn, I still go on dreaming of you. You're every thought, you're everything, you're every song I ever sing. Summer, winter, autumn, and spring, and were there more than 24 hours a day, they'd be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. The skies are gray, the skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. Hi, Masahiko, watching from Tokyo. This is Roy Dunlap on organ. Go ahead, Roy. And were there more than 24 hours a day, or they'd be spent in sweet content, dreaming away. The skies are gray, the skies are blue, morning, noon, and nighttime too. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. Ga-da-ga-da-ga-da-ga. All I do is dream. All I do is dream. All I do is dream. All I do, woo, is dream. Johanna Frederick says samba. Yeah, Felix. Duduca de Fonseca on drums. Toledo TD says, I'm dancing. Is anyone else? I think Tammy Hoffman was. She says, ga-da-ga-da-ga-da-ga. Hi, Albert Austin. Hey, everybody. Yeah, that felt good. All I do the whole day through is dream of you. Ba-da-ga-da-ga-da-ga. Ga-da-ga-da-ga-da-ga. Ga-da-ga-da-ga-da-ga. It reminds me of, Mana-mana, do-do-do-do-do. Mana-mana, do-do-do-do. From the Muppets. Mana-mana, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Hi, Miguel Miranda. Hi, Deborah Shepard Willett. Oh, great. We have dancers in the house. Di Buerger Kosaba says something. She's following up on something else she said. She's digging more cowbell. She likes the cowbell on that. Any chance that was you, Aaron, playing cowbell on that? No, it was just Duduca. All right. Well, speaking of Gene Kelly, let's do another song that kind of involves Gene Kelly. From 1969, Gene Kelly directed this film. I'll let you guess what it is. Written by Jerry Herman. Louis Armstrong sang this song. Wait. That's right. Louis Armstrong sang this song in 1964. Oh, I have to tell Aaron what it is. Darn, I was just going to keep it a big old secret. Well, hang on. This is Roy Dunlap accompanying me on piano. Oh, well, hello, Dolly, well, hello, Dolly, it's so nice to have you back where you belong. You're looking swell, Dolly, I can tell. Dolly, you're still glowing, you're still crowing, you're still going strong. We feel the room swaying while the band's playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So take her rap, fellas, find her an empty lap, fellas. Dolly will never go away again. Do we have a solo? Yeah, we do. Swaying, all the bands playing one of your old favorite songs from way back when. So, golly gee, fellas, find her a vacant knee, fellas. Dolly will never go away. Dolly will never go away. Dolly will never go away again. So yeah, did you know that Gene Kelly directed the movie Hello, Dolly, starring Barbra Streisand and Walter Matthau? Did you know that? What a talent. He was one of the directors for Singing in the Rain as well. Donen, Stanley Donen, or Donen, directed Singing in the Rain with him. And of course, Gene Kelly choreographed all of the dancing for Singing in the Rain. Somebody wants to stick with the rainy day woman, with the rainy day theme, and asked me to sing Rainy Day Woman. Kevin Walter, that's a great idea. Let's do that. This is a song that I wrote with Kevin Lovejoy. You string me along, my friends say it's wrong, they tell me I'm crazy. I'm reading the cards and asking the stars, the outlook is hazy. Whoa, oh, never mind the weather. Whoa, as long as we're together, you say. Why do you run away and save me for a rainy day? You won't say yes, I can't say no, and that makes me crazy. You never say stay, I never can go away from you, baby. Whoa, oh, never mind the weather. Whoa, as long as we're together, you say. Why do you run away and save me for a rainy day? Val McCallum on guitar. I'm tired of the fight. I turn out my light. You know I'm not sleeping. I'm reading the cards and asking the stars. You call me up weeping. Whoa, oh, never mind the weather. Whoa, as long as we're together, you say. No one ever loved you. No one ever loved you. No one ever loved you. Not the way that I do. know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of a song that I was thinking I wanted to do tonight, and it's perfect because the lyrics are, "No one ever loved you like I do." And that reminds me of this song that I love so much, written by Jerry Butler, Calvin Carter, and Curtis Mayfield in 1960. What a songwriting team. This is "He Don't Love You Like I Love You." And I think that's what we saved it under, Aaron. No, is that not what we saved it under? Because it has an alternate title, which is "He Will Break Your Heart." How about that? Okay. This is Al Street accompanying me on guitar. He don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart. Fare thee well, I know you're leaving for the new love that you found. The handsome guy that you've been dating, whoa, I've got a feeling he's gonna put you down. He don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. Whoa, whoa. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart. He uses all the great quotations. He says the things I wish I could say. Whoa, but he's had so many rehearsals. Girl, you to him, you're just another play. But wait, and when the final act is over and you're left standing all alone, yeah, Al, when he takes his bow and makes his exit, whoa, I'll be there to take you home, because he don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. No, he don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart. I love that recording so much. He will break your heart. Did Curtis Mayfield ever record that tune? Does anybody know? I've never heard a Curtis Mayfield version of it, but I know Jerry Butler's version of it. And I could listen to that, and I have, on repeat over and over and over again, because it's just that recording, you know, the one, not like the newly mastered one that you can get now on the streaming services, but like the OG original recording. Oh, that's a great tune. John William Brandcamp says, I've sung this song too many times to count. And Erica Optenberg Grasshoff says, what the world needs now is love, sweet love. What a coinkydink. I was thinking about that song too. This is another Burt Bacharach, Hal David song. This was written in 1965, and Roy Dunlap recorded this for the show. Yeah, this is a tricky arrangement that I'm going to try and tackle, but let's see. Oh, the Impressions recorded He Will Break Your Heart with Jerry Butler. I didn't realize that. And Curtis Mayfield was in the Impressions. Aaron was just telling me, he don't love you. I didn't realize they recorded that with Jerry Butler. Was Jerry Butler in the Impressions? Yeah, he was. What a great tune. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another mountain. There are mountains and hillsides enough to climb. There are oceans and rivers enough to cross, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just too little of. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. No, not just for some, but for everyone. Lord, we don't need another meadow. There are cornfields and wheat fields enough to grow. There are sunbeams and moonbeams enough to shine, enough to last till the end of time. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. It's the only thing that there's just, oh, we need it for everyone. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Oh, is love. Oh, is love. Oh, thanks for cheering me on, everybody. Thanks. I love that tune too. Well, of course I do. I love every tune that I sing on this show. That's kind of the point of this show. Because dreamers do, don't we? Erica Opton Berggrashoff says, much too little of, but a change is coming. Hi, Steve Klamkin. Hi, Steve Klamkin. Thank you for watching. A change is coming, huh? Let's do my song about Be the Change. I mean, my song about change. It's called Be the Change. I wrote this with Kevin Lovejoy. He was my co-writer on Rainy Day Woman. Everywhere you look, you can write a book on what's going on. Everyone you know's got to reap what they sow, be it right or wrong. Ghettos flood, there's a hole up in the sky. Oil and blood, tell me why, oh why. Terror struck, look at us, this isn't what we planned. You gotta take a stand, don't forget that pride always goes before the fall. And nobody's free till there's freedom for all. As you sow, so shall you reap. Be the change that you want to see. Whoa, yeah. Be the change that you want to see. Every now and then, you've gotta bend to the way it is. But be that as it may, it's not the way, just 'cause they say it is. On TV, there's just no reality. All I hear is me. What they sold, I'm not buying anymore. No more war, don't forget that pride always goes before the fall. And nobody's free till there's freedom for all. As you sow, so shall you reap. Be the change that you want to see. Whoa, yeah. Be the change that you want to see. Yesterday, heard you say that there's nothing you can do. Wonder if you'd feel the same if it was happening to you. Don't forget that pride always goes before the fall. And nobody's free till there's freedom for all. As you sow, so shall you reap. Be the change that you want to see. Whoa, yeah. Be the change that you want to see right now. Be the change that you want to see. The changes start with you. Be the change that you want to see. Yeah, be the change that you want to see. Be the change, yeah. The change that you want to see. Be the change, be the change that you want to see. 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 In the great words of Gandhi, be the change. Be the Change was the first song that I wrote and recorded. It came out in 2008. And and the next year, I recorded my first album, and it was all songs that I didn't write. They were standards that I grew up listening to, and some contemporary tunes that I put in more of a jazz standard context, if you will. Kevin Lovejoy and I produced that record and did a standard, a jazzy treatment of the Cure song that I started the show with and others. And then I went on to make several records after that. And since the beginning of my recording career, a dear friend of mine who started a record store, opened a record store in Houston in 1980, has supported me. And he's one of us dreamers. He often tunes into the show with his wife, Liza. And tonight, I want to dedicate the next several songs to he and Liza. Fred is not well, and oh, what a tremendous person he is and has been in the world, and he means the world to me. And my heart is heavy today to know that he is not well. So we're sending you love, Liza and Fred. And thank you, Fred, for being in my life and for your support, which has just been incredible. Your enthusiasm for all of my recordings has absolutely been wonderful, and your encouragement of my career. I will say single-handedly, Fred has promoted my records with each release more than any other store in the United States and internationally. And it has always been a pleasure to go into Fred's store and sit there for long periods of time and talk about the songs that we love, the albums, the artists, the films. Like many of us dreamers, Fred is a great lover of film. With that in mind, I dedicate these next songs for you, Fred. This one's to Fred and Liza. The last time, one of the last conversations Fred and I have had, we were discussing the film A Damsel in Distress, starring Fred Astaire. And George and Ira Gershwin wrote this song for that film. And so I'm going to sing this with you in mind, Fred, with an opening introductory verse that Fred Astaire sings. This is Nice Work If You Can Get It. Oh, maybe Roy didn't play an introductory verse. Okay, I'm going to do it a cappella because this really embodies Fred. Here's a guy who's gotten to do what he loves, which is talk about music and sell music and movies. The man who only lives for making money lives a life that isn't necessarily sunny. Likewise, the man who works for fame, there's no guarantee that time won't erase his name. The fact is, the only work that really brings enjoyment is the kind that is for girl and boyment. Fall in love, you won't regret it. That's the best work of all if you can get it. This is for you too, Liza and Fred. Accompanying me on piano is Roy Dunlap. Holding hands at midnight, 'neath the starry sky. Oh, nice work if you can get it, and you can't get it if you try. strolling with the one boy, sighing sigh after sigh. Oh, nice work if you can get it, and you can't get it if you try. Just imagine someone waiting at the cottage door, where two hearts become one, who can ask for anything more. Loving one who loves you, and taking that vow. Oh, nice work if you can get it, and if you get it, won't you tell me how? Thank you all for your prayers and love. Thank you so much. He's still going. Yeah. Just imagine someone waiting at the cottage door, where two hearts become one, who can ask for anything more. Loving one who loves you, and taking that vow. Oh, nice work if you can get it, and if you get it, won't you tell me how? Won't you tell me how? Here's another Fred Astaire tune. Written in 1932 by Cole Porter. This is Night and Day. Oh, wait, I'm gonna do the verse because I like it so much. Like the beat, beat, beat of the tom-tom when the jungle's shadows fall, like the tick, tick, tock of a stately clock as it stands against the wall, like the drip, drip, drip of the raindrops when the summer shower is through. So a voice within me keeps repeating, you, you, you. Night and day, you are the one. Only you beneath the moon and under the sun. Whether near to me or far, darling, it's no matter where you are. I think of you night and day, day and night. Why is it so that this longing for you follows wherever I go? In the roaring traffic's boom, in the silence of my lonely room, I think of you night and day, day and night. Under the height of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through until you let me spend my life making love to you. Day and night, night and day. So this was written for the Broadway musical Gay Divorce, which ultimately Fred Astaire starred in the cinema for the film, and they changed the name to gay divorcee, but Fred Astaire starred in both. Day and night, under the hide of me, there's an oh such a hungry yearning burning inside of me, and its torment won't be through until you let me spend my life making love to you, day and night, night and day. Day and night, night and day, night and day. How about the song Love is Here to Stay for Liza and Fred? Isham Jones and Gus Kahn. No, Gershwin. George and Ira Gershwin wrote this for that same film, I think. They wrote it. Let's play it. It's very clear our love is here to stay. Not for a year, but forever and a day. The radio and the telephone and the movies that we know, they're all just passing fancies and in time may go. But oh my dear, our love is here to stay. Together we're both going a long, long way. In time the Rockies may crumble, Gibraltar may tumble, they're only made of clay. Our love is here to stay. So we've got a lot of comments here. Cedar Love says, thanks for the Cole Porter. Tacey Heald says, I believe Ella Fitzgerald sang a version of this. Oh, I think she sang a version of each one of those tunes that I sang. Brian T. says, I recently discovered Kitty Callan and absolutely fallen in love with her. I don't know her. My favorite song is To Be Loved by You. Now, what's that tune? I immediately think, I want to be loved by you, but I know that's not what you're talking about. Under Your Skin, or Under My Skin, was sung on more than one episode too. More than one episode of what? Let's see what John William Brandcamp is talking about. Night and Day, the old TV show MASH, featured many of these old songs in their episodes. I was born an old romantic. That's right, huh? MASH did play a bunch of great old stuff because MASH was depicting the time of the Korean War. MASH took place during the Korean War. And it's funny that you all are discussing MASH. Dai Kosabuz says, I loved when MASH included A Long Way to Tipperary. Now, I can't do that one, but I do have something from MASH for you. Everybody's talking about MASH. Let's do it. I'm going to pull up the lyrics here because I don't know if I'll have them all off the top of my head, but we have. How about this, everybody? It's so convenient that we have Al Street accompanying me on the MASH theme song, written by Robert Altman's son. I'm going to give you a little bit of information. Robert Altman directed this film, wrote and directed this film. and it was based on a novel, right? You all follow up and just give me the info. I'm not going to look it all up. Robert Altman's son wrote this song. He himself, the director, Robert Altman, how many times am I going to say his name? He wanted a jokey song for this scene in the film when one of the soldiers is in despair over something rather absurd and very dramatically, over-dramatically thinks that he ought to take his life for this very minor incident. And everybody thinks it's really funny, but they understand that he's super upset. So rather than taking the wind out of his sails, they all show their support for him by attending his pre-death service. And they perform this song for him at his service, and they all try not to laugh while it is being performed. So there's the premise to this song, which was ultimately the theme song for the TV show as well. This is Suicide is Painless from the movie MASH. This is Al Street on guitar. Through early morning fog I see visions of the things to be, the pains that are withheld for me. I realize and I can see that suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. I try to find a way to make all our little joys relate without that ever-present hate. But now I know that it's too late, and that suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. The game of life is hard to play. I'm gonna lose it anyway. The losing card I'll someday lay. So this is all I have to say. That suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. But that's not the end. The only way to win is cheat and lay it down before I'm beat, and to another give my seat, for that's the only painless feat. And suicide is painless. It brings on many changes, and I can take or leave it if I please. The sword of time, and I can take or leave it if I please. There were more verses, but it's kind of relentless in that way. It just goes on, and that's a really hysterical part in the movie. And spoiler alert, the guy does not die. He lives. Johnny Mandel wrote the music to that, and Robert Altman's son, whose name was what? And I can take Mike Altman. So Robert wanted a really stupid song, and he tried writing it himself, and he says in an interview that he just couldn't write it stupid enough. But his son could, and he wrote it in like 10 minutes. And Johnny Mandel was so horrified that Robert Altman opened the movie with this song because he really didn't want this song featured in any other place than for the purposes of that scene. He thought it was a stupid song too. But he ended up changing his mind because the song became so popular and it made so much money for Johnny Mandel. Lots of fun facts. And speaking of money, you can purchase your ticket tonight by going to cat.live and paying what you will in contribution to this show. It's because of you that we're able to be here. And we thank you. We thank you for your weekly contributions. So, did anybody say anything about MASH? On the TV series, they ended the song on a high note, completely opposite to the original score. Yeah, and I was making reference to that high note. Just to let you know that it was a comedy, so no one was confused. Citizen Debs was playing along on her harmonica. And so was Deborah Shepherd Willett. Deborah, is Citizen Debs and Deborah Shepherd Willett the same person? Or are two people by the name of Deborah playing the harmonica tonight? That would be amazing if it were the case. You know what else is amazing? I bet I'm the only person tonight having a live stream and singing the theme song to MASH. What would you say about that? Hi, Jimmy Moreno. What do you think, Aaron? You think that's a safe bet? He thinks there might be two other people. How much do you want to bet? He said, ask Tyler. Thanks, Sandy DeStefano. Sandy says, I am the perfect TCM host. And you know what? I'm not, because I don't have one of those trap memories. I know many of you do. We have people watching that often know things and they don't forget things. Will Friedwald is one. David Kress watching the show is one. We have, some of you are just amazing with your memories. My memory is like a sieve, and I'll even learn things, read about things. I'll read entire books about people, and then I just don't remember. So I write everything down, and I try and remember it that way. And then I just remember these very random facts. Paul McDonald thinks maybe 3 people are having a live stream tonight and singing the theme song from MASH. How much money do you want to put down, Paul McDonald? Hi, Jane Dunlap. She says, thank you for keeping our son employed. So fun having him in Taos again. Oh, well. Jane, it's my pleasure. I love to have you watching. I love when Roy Sr. watches, and I love playing with your son. He's just a tremendous piano player, and everybody agrees. Let's all give it up for Roy. Roy Dunlap, everybody. He's the man. He's the man. Here's a song that has often come up in recent episodes, and I thought it would be really lovely to sing tonight. Written by Sammy Fain, one of my favorite writers, and Irving Cahall, lyrics by Irving Cahall in 1938. This is I'll Be Seeing You, and incidentally, accompanying me on this is Roy Dunlap. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In the small cafe, the park along the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the day is through, I'll be looking at the moon, and I'll be seeing you. Summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the day is through, I'll be looking at the moon. I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I love you, Fred. I love you, Liza. Good night, Thomas and Lester. Good night, John William Brandcamp. Good night, Johanna Fredericks, Erica Optenberg, Grasshoff, Ilana Dudasic, Scott Brandon, Brian T., Deborah Shepard-Willett, Paul Blenkow, David Kress, Tacey Heald, Leslie and Carl Kraus, Isabel Gonzalo, Sandy DeStefano, Miguel Miranda, Michael Wolf. Good night, Mom. See you all next week for episode 58. Oh, and please mark your calendars. In Connecticut, July 21st through 25th, that's just week after next, I'm performing with the dance company Pilobolus, and I'd love for you to come. Tickets are on sale on my website. You can go to cat.live to get there. Cat.live. Good night, everybody, and good morning to you. See you next week, dreamers. The second star to the right shines in the night for you, to tell you that the dreams you plan really can come true. The second star to the right shines in the night so rare. If it's Neverland you need, its light will lead you there.
twinkle, twinkle, little star, so we'll know where you are. Gleaming in the skies above, lead us to the land we dream of. And when our journey is through, each time we say good night, we'll thank the little star that shines the second from the right. When you wish upon a star, as dreamers do.
There's a quiet power in merely having a dream. That's what this record is about.
Thank the little star that shines the second from